Welcome to your bi-weekly astrology readings. So as I'm just doing this, I'm going to light some incense just to give us a nice bit of smell. I'm always lighting something and when I start these readings, there's way too many things I can light, like sage, candles. Yeah, I do love it. I'm very much about my senses with my smells. Anyhow, how are you? How are you doing? Are you having a good month? What has been playing on your mind? Hopefully we're gonna get to that in a sec. I'm gonna do a Celtic cross for you actually today, and I'm gonna use my Modern Witch deck just because they're super colourful and yeah. And I kind of like them. I haven't used them rather for a couple of readings actually. So let's give these a bit of a shuffle. I have done a pre-shuffle. I never really do extensive shuffles on camera because I just generally don't like to waste the time doing that. I mean, some people like to see the shuffle, don't they? I know they do, but yeah, if that's the case, then it's literally, it's just a time saver, guys, for me really, and for you. So thank you for watching the videos and subscribing for those of you that are subscribed. For those of you that are not, then I hope you enjoy it, and then I hope you do subscribe or share or like the content, because it really does help me with my channel. Yeah, and who knows, it should notify you when new readings are up and stuff like that, so you can always be on top of the curve. Okay, so where are we? I see. Okay, Libra, I see what's going on here. Okay. What has been happening, Libra? Okay, well, yeah, this is nice. This is getting better. Okay, so this is kind of retrospectively, I think we're seeing this. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm going to do what all readers do in a sec, and I'm going to use the frightening W word. And that is going to be wait. You're gonna have to wait. That's what it feels like at the moment, but that's okay. That's okay, because it feels like things are a little bit upside down for you right now, Libra. I'm an intuitive reader, Librans, so I will talk a lot about how it makes me feel or what I feel the case is or what the situation is, and I should, move my hands around a lot as well. I don't know what that's about. I think it's to do with my energy. But basically, this is how I read. So bottom of the deck, first of all, overall energy, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like working very hard at something and thinking, when am I gonna see the results? When will I see the outcome that I'm really looking to achieve? This is like what seems to be in your space, Libra. You do like your balance, don't you? You do like to feel that things are in order. And when you don't feel like that balance is there, it can really throw you out. So let's take, whoa, that one did sort of jump up in the air. I'm going to take this one from my unicorn deck. And it's asking for simplicity. Simple things. Put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. So I think first of all, I want to say to you is let go of this energy that something isn't in your grasp or something isn't coming in. Let go of that completely. Take things back to a really simple level. I don't know how many of you listen to any of the law of attraction stuff. It used to be Esther and Jerry, it's just Esther now. But it's this idea of this kind of entity, spiritual entity that speaks through Esther, and it's Abraham Hicks, and they talk about simplicity. If we're trying to manifest something, the more simplistic we can keep our mindset, the better, and the more likely we're able to bring this into our reality. Because when we overcomplicate things or we look too far afield, it then brings on quite a lot of fear energy for us. And then that fear energy then just smack bang in the middle becomes a block. And it's hard to shift. Yeah, it's kind of hard to shift when we feel like those blocks are like upon us. Let me have a quick drink. Okay. So, 8 of Swords, middle card, this is your energy, this is the energy of collective that I'm getting, and this is this feeling of being a little bit trapped in something. A little bit trapped, okay. So 8s are usually about this desire to create abundance. But with this card, it feels like you have this will to create this abundance, because again, we have 8s, that's an 8, that's an 8. So it's this really desire within to achieve and create. But you have this 6 of Cups crossing you, and for me this is actually a past life energy. This is what I see on this. So perhaps what you're trying to achieve is being affected by something that you did in a past life, or a karmic lesson, or something that you need to change in order to create this success. I did a daily oracle read today, and it was actually the card of past lives, and it was talking about how some details or some elements of our past lives come into our present lives, and that can be all different things. That can be you know, having this affinity with a certain country, or feeling like really drawn to information about a certain goddess, or a master ascendant, or somebody somewhere spiritually perhaps that you're really interested, and that can be because you were linked to that in perhaps a past life. This 6 of Cups is water energy as well, so this could be you feel like something is a problem or blocking you or in the way, and that could be somebody of a water energy, so that could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and you could feel like something in that energy is kind of not doing what you want it to. And then surrounding these cards is a lot of sword cards. Sword card, sword card, sword card. Air energy. So this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But this for me is either communication, blocked. You know, you need to form a new way of thinking around a problem or a person or a scenario. Give it some time. Give it some time, and yeah, pull things back. It's really asking you to pull things back into balance. That's what you're all about, Libra. You are basically all about needing to feel like things weigh up, things look right, things sit comfortable with you. It's kind of in your makeup, Libra, to be like that. Okay. So we're going to first approach this overarching energy. 3 of Swords in reverse. Much prefer it in reverse, I'm not going to lie. In the upright, pain, hurt, old memories. So yeah, I talked about in this reverse, it's like you may have had all of the above feelings I've just discussed, but it's like you're shedding that now. You're shedding that, it's falling away. You're resolving stuff, you're letting go, you're changing your mind about someone or something. as I'm looking at the clock, I've got 1444, so 444. Angel numbers for you there, Libra. 444, go and check out the meaning of that. It's going to be very much tied in with what we've been saying. Good news, very good news. Okay, and then at the root of it, we have the Knight of Cups also in reverse. So maybe you changed your mind about a water sign. Did a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio not fulfill on something they promised? Did they let you down? Did they offer to come riding in with this cup of love, whatever that denotes, and then did they just literally empty the cup out? So it was empty, and yeah, very much not within your reality now, not within your space. It feels like this being let down by this person or this event is playing out in your narrative somewhere. It's very much underlying the cause of the feelings, and that could be something as simple as you're looking to make changes in your life, in your job, in your work. You'd like to expand, you'd like to maybe start a business or expand your existing business, and something, that cup was half empty in the past, and that's sort of resonating around you and affecting you a little, and you really need for that not to happen. You know, this kind of simplicity, as much as we can let go of those old, outdated, past events, past memories, the better. Let go of them. Take your energy away from the past and move it directly into the future. Okay, so then we have this Five of Swords also in reverse. Again, more sword energy, more reversal energy. And some readers don't read reverse cards, I know. And I must admit, sometimes I don't enjoy seeing a reverse card as much as I see an upright. But what I've realised as a reader, for me anyway, personally, is actually it makes no difference. It ends up giving me a very clear message, whether in reverse or the upright. The message that wants to come out will come out, and reverse or upright makes no difference. The message will come out no matter what. So this in the near past is your Five of Swords. So this is challenges. You had a challenge around this area, and it caused you a lot of mind games, I feel. That's the word they're giving me. There was a lot of mind games. There was a lot of loose-lipped conversations, a lot of distrust, and this feeling that perhaps people you thought you could trust, you know, had let you down. Or had, you know, turned their back on you in some way. Or it feels like you lost some friendships, some colleagues, a partner or something due to whatever this circumstance was. Some truth came out, some conversation happened, it changed everything, and then they're giving me this idea at the moment, when things go wrong, you know who your people are. You know who your friends are, you know who you can rely on. And this is what this card is definitely suggesting to me in your past. It's near past though, right? So this could be very recent, or this could be like a year ago and you're still carrying it. You know, you're still charging around with it on your horse, still holding on to those cups or those thoughts, those emotions linked to those circumstances. So in our near future, we have this Ten of Swords in reverse. But in this deck, this deck is in the upright, it says everything is fine. Whereas in reverse, it's like you don't feel like things are fine. You don't feel like things are going to work out or be okay. It worries you. Maybe there's some big communication still looming, waiting for you to have this conversation, perhaps with a person or a place. Drifting through the halls with the sun. Perhaps you're still waiting to have a conversation with somebody and it feels heavy. Does it feel like it's weighing you down? You can't quite move on until you've said or heard what you need to in this conversation. Tens are closing a cycle, so no matter what, I see that whatever this is for you, it's going to happen very soon. This conversation is coming. It can't be avoided. But what I see it doing is just clearing this pathway for you. Feels like something's been in your way, mentally, emotionally, physically, and it's you kind of looking to sort of clear the pathway now in order to make your way. But it's very telling because you have this Queen of Swords in reverse in your energy, so it feels like you're not sure you have the words for it yet. You're not sure you have the words to know what to say, and it's like you want to get this conversation right, you want to get your words out, you want to come correct. But I have to tell you, I am seeing that it doesn't really matter. As a Libra, you're not going to like that, I know. It's like it doesn't really matter what you say or what you do, the outcomes are going to be the same. And it will ultimately be okay, Libra. It will ultimately work itself out. And this thing that feels like it's not fine at this present moment will suddenly become okay again. But at the moment, it's like you're all up in your head and you feel like you don't necessarily have the words, or you want to have the words to do this scenario justice. I know I spoke about your sign and the card of justice, but this is all about justice for you. And it's about crossing the T's and dotting the I's before you move forward. Okay, so in your home and environment, we have the Four of Wands. This can be the marriage card, and this can be happy home and this harmonious bond. It can also be this twin flame energy, this 11-11 energy. I'm not really going to go into the twin flame union because I don't feel like this is what this reading is necessarily pertaining to. What I feel this Four of Wands is in your home and environment, you are wanting this new portal, this new door to like a different existence to open and take you somewhere different. And that's somewhere different. You want to be happy and joyful and full of growth and this very fertile new beginning. Because in the next card, in your hopes and fears, you have like the Ten of Cups, which is a beautiful card. And with the Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups, this is like a sense of bliss. This is a sense of you finding your bliss. And I think your hopes are to create this amazing foundation home or new beginning or new start and make it happy and loving and a bit more of a deeper connection. So I think that's something that you want to bring about. But there's an element of, as much as it's a dream, it's a fear at the same time. Because when we really want something, there's always the fear that we won't achieve it, or we can't get there, or we're not, you know, these sort of things never happen for me, or how do I create this new world? There are lots of people out there that love to make comments like, you can't have everything. Well, you can if you work out this law of attraction that I was talking about earlier, and this simplicity and how you obtain the things that you want. If you work out the most simplistic way to approach them, then it is possible. I also believe that this Four of Wands in your home energy is like this is something that you dream about. Do you dream about creating a happy home? And for some, I get this feeling that if you don't live in a big city, you want to move to a city. In this Ten of Cups in this card, you've got like this sort of like rural looking property, and then you've got these skyscrapers. It feels like it's causing a bit of a headache. It's hard to get your head around how it's all going to play out. You've probably got 1,000 lists or questions or thoughts, hence all of this sword energy that I'm seeing. It's frightening as well because this move could be something very different. I can't get away from how in all these cards there's this cityscape in the background. Are you moving to a big city, Libra? Are you wanting to move away? Are you wanting to, I don't know, maybe get a job somewhere really fun? Go away and just do something completely different. For some of you, you'll be moving away, maybe going to university and thinking about where you'd like to live and study and so on. And yeah, maybe it's this essence of keeping things simple, leaving behind things that you no longer really need to take with you, so that you can have like this clean slate. Your outcome card is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So perhaps it's not going to be, perhaps there's going to be some difficulty in making the final decision and feeling like it's a bit of an uphill battle in getting there. Or there'll be a few roadblocks on the way in order for you to reach where you need to get to. But don't be disheartened by that, my Librans. Don't be disheartened by that. You're somebody that works hard and, you know, tries to maintain this element of balance throughout what they do in order to slowly make the journey and get to where you need to be in order to have your triumph. What I would say about this Wheel of Fortune is it's this sense of this fixed energy. In the Wheel of Fortune card, the 4 fixed elements, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo and Scorpio, are in these 4 corners of the astrology. And they are fixed signs. So they can be quite stubborn sometimes in approach. So do you think maybe you're being a little bit stubborn about how you do things? It's got to look like this, it's got to work out like that, you know, this is my expectation. If it doesn't look exactly like that, then, you know, I feel like everything's not working out for me if that's the case. But it's just not, it's not the truth. It's not the reality. The reality is sometimes that, you know, the best possible things do always work out for us, but they don't necessarily look the way that we envisage them. They don't come up wrapped up in a nice big neat red bow for us to untie and it to all just unveil beautifully. Sometimes life works like that. Naturally, law of attraction would tell you if you think it does, then it will. But it feels like you don't feel this way about this huge mountain you've got to climb. I think you've got a lot of really good cards in order to do it. So it feels like you have all the equipment and all the tools you need to climb the mountain. You just need to start. You just need to put one foot forward in front of the other, step at a time, and then before you know it, you'll be at the top looking at the beautiful views. And yeah, this is the main part of the reading, I feel, for you, is this stressing. What do I do? How do I get there? You know, can I get there? Is it possible? Whoa, okay. Well, this is rather a nice card that I'm going to leave you on. So you have the card Imagine. What would you see, feel, think and hear if your wish came true? Okay, well, this is just completely and utterly echoed my talk about the law of attraction. The law of attraction, because they know that we all have an element of resistance in us, which usually might be a little fact or a little thought process that gets us a little bit stuck and blocks us and gets in the way, because we think, well, we can't do that because of this, or, well, that's difficult. And law of attraction will tell you, simplify it. And by simplifying it, they will often be heard telling you, well, don't think about the dialogue of the storyline. Think about how would it feel if you got that dream job and moved to the capital or to a big city? How would it feel to get your placement on that university as your first choice? And then take it back to that pure feeling. So imagine you're sat there and you've just heard the best news you could ever hear. How does it make you feel inside? Does it make you feel happy, excited, motivated, passionate, you know, all those feelings? If you can get that inside your head of how you want something to make you feel, that's going to be key for you to make this success. But it's asking you to use your imagination, Libra. And that's all I've got for you today, but I hope you have a splendid few weeks, and yeah, imagine the best possible outcome and you can make it happen.